2-2, which means we go into a best of 3 between these two players. You know, and the first one to win, I mean, they take the series for their team. You know, put them at map score 4, and voila, bing, bang, boom. So we are getting started into the game, and you know, you've seen both these players. I haven't seen much of fLcRemarK. You've seen both these players. What are your thoughts going into this?
I honestly, on this map, don't know enough about their playstyles to really call it, but we'll have to see. Spawning in the bottom left position, though, is going to be our FXO NA player. It is going to be our purple Protoss fLcRemarK.
And in the top right-hand corner of the map, as the red Zerg from Clarity Gaming, it is cKiLLeR. And again, I'm going to set the vision to you, and I will be back in 30 seconds.
All right, so Whirlwind is going to be our map. One of the rather large ones, especially in ladder pool as well as tournament pools. There's a lot of open spaces, of course, for harassing expansions, as well as engaging armies in the center. A single watchtower looks over a couple of the main paths, but it does look like with the pylon placement for fLcRemarK, he is going to be opening up with a possible Nexus first or a Forge expand. Very popular in Wings of Liberty, still popular in Heart of the Swarm. We have occasionally seen some Gateway expands, but Protoss players have actually been tilting back a little bit less from that as Zerg players have gotten better at dealing with the Queen openings, dealing with the Oracle openings of Protoss players. So, pool coming in for cKiLLeR, not actually relatively early, so this could present a little bit of a threat to fLcRemarK if he doesn't spot this. His Overlord is going to scout that he's not going to be horizontal positions, but there's definitely a possibility that he could find him in time to deal a lot of damage with this fast pool. 6 Zerglings coming in now for cKiLLeR.
What pool timing was this? I missed it.
I was aiming at the exact drone count, but it looked like it might have been an 8 or a 9 pool. It was very, very early.
That's what it's kind of looking like. There's too many drones here for it to be like a 7 pool.
Yeah.
Or 6 pool.
It wasn't like a 6 pool now, but
and this is scouted by fLcRemarK. He knows it's coming. He's got his Forge, and this was figured out on Tal'Darim Altar, guys. When you play on Tal'Darim Altar, that was just a horrible Zerg map with the Rocket the Third. Every Zerg would open with a 6 pull against the Forge Fast Expand. That's when they learned, oh, okay, you put your pylon in your main base, you get a cannon in your mineral line, and then you kind of just work it out to be like a 3-gate expand type build. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from fLcRemarK.
yeah, he's doing what he needs to do. The cannon is tucked in well enough that the probes can hold position around the cannon to defend it, and he's now going to take the gas as well. So like you said, he's basically going to be forced into going for some kind of gateway expand. The probes are already in position, just ready to shove away these Zerglings until the cannon finishes, and yeah, fLcRemarK should hold this off, no problem at all.
Yeah, we'll see if there's any little poking positions, and yep, he finds one. You know, there's always some place you can poke with your lanes when they're sick, but you can't get a cannon that covers everything. So what fLcRemarK's going to be doing is taking his other gas. He's going to try and get his Zealot out as fast as possible. Once you have that initial Zealot out, you can defend your gas, but it looks like this gas is definitely going down, which is pretty perfect. We will not be able to get that 50 gas out for Warp Gate. No, just barely not able to get that last round.
Ouch. Yeah, he has the other assimilator up. Looks like cKiLLeR might be able to poke away at that geyser as well, but he has the gas that he needs at least for the time being. He wants to get a little bit more so he can get a Stalker out. He's actually going to bring some probes to help defend this with the Zealot now finishing. And behind this, cKiLLeR's got his natural hatchery going. He's beginning to mine gas, and he's just putting out drones for the time being.
If fLcRemarK cannot lose the Forge while defending this, that's pretty huge for him. He'll be able to retake his natural much quicker. He'll be able to wall that off with the additional second and third gate and get a cannon down. So if he can save this Forge, you know, cKiLLeR not taking down the Forge, this would actually be a pretty solid play for him.
Yeah, saving the Forge is always a really big deal. Looks like he might lose this pylon again. Does get to start the cannon though, so he's gonna immediately restart another pylon. The cannon gets killed. Ooh, it looks like no cancel on that either. Pretty unfortunate for fLcRemarK. That's quite an investment. That's actually going to really slow down him getting his Nexus up. The Cybernex core is done though, has Warp Gate coming out. No Stalker yet though. He's going to go straight for a Stargate. This is pretty interesting. The Stalker is really good at just getting the Zerglings out of your base, but yeah, that's actually a really interesting play by him.
Yep, it's going to get scouted. He sees the Stargate. He's going to start beating on it. I agree with you completely. You know, he's going to try to use surprise and speed up the Stargate to get units out if that's possible. I mean, he's doing it before Nexus, which is like, you know, it's okay to go for Stargate before Stalker, but to do it before the Nexus, I mean, this is really interesting play from fLcRemarK. And it's not like he's building up for an all-in. Look at his probe count. He's got 24 mining almost. I mean, he's definitely looking to transition out of this. He just wants to Stargate out. What do you think it'll be, Phoenix? I hope it's Phoenix. I love Phoenix.
I mean, Phoenix play will be good, but it's not going to help him deal with what's really killing him right now. It's going to be an Oracle, which is... It's also interesting. He really needs to get a Stalker out. The Stalker is just so good at denying scouting.
Yeah.
Killer Zerglings have free roam. He can see everything that's inside of fLcRemarK's base, and he doesn't have to fight these Zealots. He's got Zergling speed about to finish, so these Zealots aren't going to do anything at all. And he's going to come up here and try to poke away at this wall, and with the speed now, these Zealots are pretty much helpless to defend.
Yeah, he gets the probe before the pylon gets finished. I mean, this wall off is... Now there's speed zealots in your main base. He's going to be able to take out pylons. Will the Oracle be used? Is the first Oracle out? Where'd it go? It just went across the map, yeah. And he's going to start beating on the Stargate. I mean, that's speed zealots in your main base, bro. And wall off's not done. Still no Nexus. Like, you know, it's like fLcRemarK had a plan, and then like it just kind of fell apart. He's like, oh, whoops. I have no clue what's going on right now. This Oracle will have to do some serious damage, though.
Yeah, now more Zerglings are going to come running in towards the main base. This Stargate's actually taking a lot of damage. It's now taking actual hull damage. It looks like he might kill this.
Oh my God.
A Void Ray comes out for fLcRemarK, but the Oracle runs in, and the Queen looks like it might be able to hold this off. The Stargate, it's going to die.
Now, the Stargate does go down. Now, one Oracle does beat a Queen 1v1 in a fight. So, the Oracle does get the kill on that Queen, gets a few drone kills, up to 6 kills, so 5 drone kills, and the Queen kill. But, you know, he lost his Stargate. He only got one Void Ray out. He delayed his Nexus for this tech. Like, let's take a look at that income tab. It's currently 40-32 in favor of kKiLLeR. He's going to be able to start his third base soon. He shut down the Stargate play very well, only losing 5 drones to an Oracle that was rushed before Nexus. That is huge. kKiLLeR is in a great spot right now, I feel. Especially with that Hydra Den already on the way. He's going to do like a Ling Hydra bust off of 2 bases, I feel.
Yeah, and honestly, that's probably the best thing he can do. fLcRemarK got this Void Ray out, but I mean, at what cost, really? Not getting the early Stalker just limited his ability to deal with those Zerglings so much. He lost the Stargate, absolutely unnecessary to hold off that kind of pressure. The Overseer comes in now, sees, okay, well, there's not really much here. Twilight Council's done, so he could try to go for a quick +2 after this +1 attack is done, maybe move into Stalkers. But like you said, that Hydralisk Den's completing. They're now on the way, and this is going to be a ridiculously fLcRemarK timing to hold from fLcRemarK if kKiLLeR decides to push with his Hydralisk range or speed.
Yeah, and the thing is, he only has 2 current gates finished, with 3 more on the way. 2 more are about to finish. His Stalker count is at 0. Zealots and Sentries, they are not going to do well versus Hydras with range. With Speedlings reinforcing them, these are going to get picked apart. He might have like 4 or 5 Stalkers warping by the time this push gets here, and that's it. Blink won't be done, and there's only 1 cannon here. I mean, and Zealots are still being warped, and that's going to be playing right into the Hydra's favor. This is going to be a tough push to hold. If he reinforces this with Speedlings, he's building 7 more Hydras now. This is rough. And oh, the Void Ray is going to walk right into Hydras. He doesn't see. Oh, he barely backs it away. If he would have lost that Void Ray, that would have just been another huge huge loss for fLcRemarK.
Yeah, and now he sees the Hydralisks. He knows they're coming. He still has a reasonable number of force fields. He has a reasonable number of force fields to keep him away for like maybe half a minute to close to a minute. But I mean, he doesn't have any actual tech buildings up. The robotics facility is on the way, but he's so far away from a robotics bay to get Colossi out to deal with these Hydralisks. I don't know if these Hydras might be able to do game-winning amounts of damage if they're controlled properly themselves. Stalkers are okay, but Hydras do a lot more DPS.
Look at the red stream coming across the map. So many Hydras have been built. There are 20 Hydras and 16 Lings. They do not have speed, but I don't know if they're going to need it. They're going to go straight for this bus here. Force fields do go down. They don't catch any of the Hydras, but they do delay just for a few minutes while the reinforcements stream across the map. Hydra speed has just now been started, but it's far away. Blink will be done way before that. There's 2 cannons here. More Zealots being warped in, and here comes the Zerglings. Will they be able to break?
Moving up, more force fields thrown down. The Hydralisk getting a little bit of damage done to them. He's going to lose 1 2 now. A 3rd and 4th Hydralisk are going to follow the Overseer, giving a little bit of high ground vision, but there's just so much here for cKiLLeR now, up 20 supply, and this isn't just a Roach's. Hydralisks are so much more powerful coming in. Stutter stepping forward on top of these units, picking them apart, and it looks like without any force fields left, all he can do is engage the army. The Zealots are going to fall relatively quickly, and all the Zealots are gone now, and it's just Stalker versus Hydra. Void Ray is complete. Prismatic Alignment's activated, but it actually doesn't do any bonus damage to Hydralisks as they're not armored, so fLcRemarK taking tons of damage, and it looks like cKiLLeR is just going to stream on into the natural.
Yep, 100 supply to 62. More Hydras and Lings just streaming in here. 11 just finished. Hydra speed is just about to finish. Probes are just getting devoured right now. Say 18, 19, 21, and GG is dropped by Clarity Gaming's fLcRemarK, and cKiLLeR is going to go up 1-0 in this best of 3.
Yeah, nice play here from cKiLLeR. Went for the early pool, and he really made the most of those Zerglings that he had, and even up until he had speed, that was just, he really just picked fLcRemarK apart. It didn't even look like there was much of a contest at that point with some of the decisions that fLcRemarK made, but we are going to have to see if fLcRemarK has anything up his sleeve to pull this back, or is cKiLLeR going to be able to finish things up for Clarity?
Yep, so we're going to go a quick commercial break, guys. 60 seconds. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Five health versus 3 health duel right now. So we're going to have to see who's going to play smart. He goes for a double fake here, trying to bait him.
Got him.
Gets the kill. Well played. Good clutch back. And that's going to knot us up.